All the agricultural item, milk, egg, all comes under what? Exempted. There is no tax on that. If ABC is registered, he is the recipient, he should only pay the GST. If ABC is not registered, then Balakrishna has to pay the GST. If the goods are identifiable, then the date will be the issue of voucher. The time or date the voucher is issued, that date will be considered as time of supply. A warm welcome to one and all. This is your Adarsh sir, lecturer in Vidhyaashram First Grade College, the Temple of Excellence. We are discussing your Unit 3 and Session 3, Goods and Service Tax. Under this, we will discuss the time, place and value of supply. Now, before we get into this session, we will understand what is the agenda for this particular session. Problems on composite supply, that is most important. In the previous session, we did composite and mixed supply. The theory part we have covered, but practical we have not done. Today, you will understand what is composite supply and what is mixed supply. Problems on mixed supply, these two are very important. Problems on goods transport agency like service sectors. Then problems on time of supply, this is also your 10-mark question you can expect. Then format on time of supply and a forward charge. These are the concepts we are going to discuss in today's session. Now, first one, problems on composite supply. As I told you, what is composite supply means? For example, along with, if you purchase a car, along with car, what they will give insurance, road tax, and the basic one, maybe the music system. These things are called as composite supply. Composite supply, that is a part of that particular asset, that particular goods, but which are paid extra to get that particular goods. For example, in this question they have given Rakesh, being a dealer of laptop, sold laptop bag along with the laptop to a customer for 65,000. CGST, SGST for 18% and laptop bag is 28%. Now, in this, along with laptop, they have given what? Laptop bag. Now, usually if you go to any shop, if you go and buy the new laptop, what they will do? Along with laptop, they will give you laptop bag, the cleaning one liquid they will give, and along with that the antivirus, the 1-year package they will give, and along with that some basic, the laptop stand, which are directly related to laptop, they will give you. So, these are called as composite supply. Laptop bag, it is a part of laptop. Cleaning some liquid, part of laptop. Stand, that is a part of laptop. Now, along with laptop, if they give you mobile, that is called mixed supply. Hope you are clear. Along with laptop, if they give you mobile, that is called mixed supply. Along with laptop, if they give laptop bag, that is composite supply, which are attached to the laptop. If they give anything extra, that is composite. Completely opposite. Laptop is different, mobile is different. Those are called as mixed supply. Now, there are two percentages they have given. This 65,000 inclusive of laptop and laptop bag. But laptop rate of tax is 18%, bag rate of tax is 28%. You may have confusion that, sir, we should take 18% or 28% while calculating. Remember, laptop and laptop bag, which is the main product. Yes, laptop is the major product. What is the rate for laptop? 18%. Bag is not main product. Bag comes along with laptop. Clear? Now, you should not consider 28%. You should consider only 18%. The main product tax rate will be applicable for everything. Now, is it a composite supply? Yes, it is a composite supply. It is not a mixed supply. What would be the rate of tax? 18% is the rate of tax. Find out the GST liability. Hope you are clear with the question. Yes, we'll go to the answer. Now, is it a composite supply or mixed supply? It is a composite supply. I explained you why it is composite supply. Second one, what would be the rate of tax? Normally the principal item. What is the principal item in this? Laptop is the principal item. So 18% we call it as the main product. What is the price? 65,000 into 18%, you will get 11,700. Hope you are clear. This much only you are supposed to do for 2 mark, or sometimes the 5 mark question will be there. Next one, and the second one, Mall of Mysuru offers free bucket with detergent purchased of rupees 500. GST for detergent is 28%, bucket is 18%. It is a composite supply or mixed supply. You should only answer. Before I go to the answer, you should in your mind, you have to tell me that, see, along with detergent powder, they have given what? Bucket. See, this detergent powder and they have given bucket. Now, is it a composite or mixed supply? Please write down your answer. I'll go to the answer so that you can rectify yourself. Second one, what would be the rate of tax? There are 2 taxes are there. Detergent is 28% and the bucket is 18%. You have to see which is the main product. Find out the GST liability. I'll go to the answer. Now, is it a composite or mixed? It is a mixed supply. It is not a composite supply. Reason is what? Nobody gives bucket with detergent. Detergent is separate, bucket is separate. They can give you laptop bag with laptop because it is together, same. But bucket and detergent, it is not same. If you want bucket, go to any shop where you'll get all the plastic item. If you want detergent, go to some provision shop, you will get detergent powder. So, it is not a composite, it is a mixed supply. Now, what would be the rate? The rate will be 28%. Why? Because the main thing, principal item is what? Normally in composite supply, the principal item rate will be considered. Here also we consider, even though it is a mixed supply, we'll go with the highest rate. Now, the value is 500. Calculate 28%, 14%, 14%. Your answer is 70. Why 14, 14? We calculate CGST and we calculate SGST. Then, problems on mixed supply. ABC Limited dealer offers a combo pack, shirt, watch, wallet, book, and they bundled as in a kit. You can see the image here. See, they have given shirt, they have given wallet, they have given watch, they have given the perfume, deodorant also. All together they have given as a gift. See, you can buy shirts separately, you can buy wallet separately, watch separately, and fog. This one, what is that? The deodorant separately. You have a separate shop for that. While giving a gift together in a box, they will give me, that is called mixed supply. Now, what is the value? 9,000. What are the tax rate? Book has 12%, one is 18%, one is 5%, other one has 0%. What would be the rate? Now you have a confusion. Sir, there are so many rates are there. Which one we should consider? Whether it is a mixed supply, yes or no. There are 2 answers you have to tell now. Now, combo packs offers are always mixed supply. You got answer for 1 question. Whether it is a composite or mixed, it is a mixed supply. Second one, in mixed supply, as per the norms, highest rate of tax is applicable. Normally in mixed supply, highest rate of tax should be considered. I'll go back to your question. What is the highest rate? 12, 18, 5, nil. Go for 18%. Now, so add everything, you will get 9,000. 9,000 into 9%, 9,000 into 9%. Your answer is done. Hope you are clear. This is what you are supposed to do in mixed supply. Now, next one. Measures RSB Limited dealer offers a combo pack of t-shirt, belt, watch, wallet, diary. They are bundled as a kit. The price is 7,500 and the rate of tax is 12%, 12%, 18%, 5% nil. Now you know the answer. Is it a mixed supply? Yes. What will be the rate of tax? Highest rate. That's it. Easy. Now, see, they have given everything, diary, belt, watch, everything in one single box. So that is called mixed supply. The calculation part will be easy actually. Now, combo pack offers always mixed supply. Now, what is the calculation? T-shirt is 12%, belt 12%, watch 18%, wallet is 5%, diary is nil. If you add everything, the value is 7,500. Highest is how much? 18% is the highest. Calculate 9 plus 9. For both the calculation, your answer is done. Similarly, we'll go for the next one. As per this, from the following information, calculate tax liability of RR goods. Transport agency applicable CGST, SGST and 6% rate each. Now, transportation of agriculture product, transportation of milk. Remember, always I told you all the vegetables, all the agriculture item, milk, egg, all comes under what? Exempted. There is no tax on that. Now, they have given transportation of agriculture, transportation of milk, transportation of books, transportation of organic manure, and transportation of chase for single consignee in the goods of carriage. Now remember, chase for single consignee, the value must be minimum 750 rupees per consignment. Now I'll go to the answer. Transportation of agriculture product. Transportation of agriculture product, as I told you, it is exempted. Transportation of milk, exempted. Transportation of books for consignment, calculate. Transportation of organic manure. Organic means what? Again, it is a raw from the poultry farm or from the whatever your cattle breeding are there, from there you are getting. So that's why this is exempted. Transportation of chase. As I told you, single consignment must be how much? 750 minimum, but it is below 750. Why? Because it is only 650, so it is a less. Exempted. Then add everything, total taxable supply, you will get an answer 12%. 6%, 6% you are supposed to calculate. Similarly, we'll go for the next one. Hope all the problems are easy actually. That's why I'm not taking much time for each problems. Now, Sri Balakrishna Transporter, registered under GST, located in Bangalore, ABC Limited, Chennai, registered under GST, received services from Sri Balakrishna for transport. All the information given. The place of supply of service. First one, who is liable to pay GST? Second one, who is liable to pay GST if ABC Limited Chennai is not registered? Again, I'll read the question so that you will understand better. Balakrishna Transporter, registered under GST. He is a transporter. He has registered. Located in Bangalore. At ABC Limited Chennai, registered under GST, receives service from Sri Balakrishna. ABC Limited resides in where? Chennai. He takes service from Balakrishna. He is also registered from its warehouse in Bangalore to Mysuru. Sri Balakrishna delivers goods at Mysuru. Find out the following. The place of supply. Balakrishna from Bangalore. This ABC is from Chennai and the goods transferred from Bangalore to Mysuru. So which is the place of supply here? Question 1. And who is liable to pay GST? Question 2. And who is liable to pay GST if ABC Limited Chennai is not registered? Assume that he is not registered. What will be your answer? I'll go to your answer. Answer 1, answer 2, answer 3. First one. Place of supply should be considered as Chennai because ABC Limited from where? Chennai. From when? Where he called? Chennai. So the place of supply must be Chennai. Second one. Who is liable to pay GST? ABC Limited. If ABC Limited Chennai is registered, if he is registered person, it is liable to pay GST as recipient of service. ABC Limited itself has to pay the GST. Now, if he is not registered, then Sri Balakrishna has to pay the GST. Hope you are clear. There are 3 things. The place of supply is Chennai. If ABC is registered, he is the recipient. He should only pay the GST. If ABC is not registered, then Balakrishna has to pay the GST. Now we'll go to the next one, the second one. Ramesh, a senior advocate, supplied services of 2,40,000 for legal services, which has turnover of 65 lakh. For previous years, senior advocate has registered office in Bangalore. business entity is located in Mysore. Find the who is liable to pay net GST liability. What is the net GST liability if the GST rate is 18%? You have to calculate now. As per this rule, a recipient always has to pay the GST. First one. Next, the rate will be 2,40,000. In this, calculate 9%, 9%, you will get the answer. The turnover of business entity is more than 20 lakh. If it is about 20 lakhs means he comes under GST liability. So, it is liable to pay GST. Hope you are clear. Next. Format on time of supply. This is also your 10-mark question as I told you. So, most of the question paper, without this you will not find. Why? Because this is very important. Under forward charge system. First we will understand the concept, then we'll go for the question and answer. Forward charge. Date of issue of invoice, when you are giving the bill. First one. Second, date on which the payment is recorded in the books of accounts of the supplier. When the payment is recorded in the accounts. Second one, date on which the payment is credited to the supplier. There are three things are there. We are doing which method? Forward charge method. There is one more is there, reverse charge method. Now at present we are doing forward charge method. As per this, there are three cases are there. One is when the invoice is made, when the accounts book is recorded, and when the payment is credited to the bank account. Now, whichever is earlier should be considered as the date of time of supply. Now, we'll go to one question. Determine time of supply on each cases. I'll just explain you. Write down the answers there. I'll go to the answers so that you can correct. If you are correct, it is marks. If you are wrong, then you have to make it as 0 and you have to learn. Now, first one. There is a first, there is a second one, there is a third one. You have to read like this, row wise. Now, date of removal 6/1, date of invoice 5, recipient of goods 7, date of receipt of payment 19. 19, you have to see the month also, it is second. 7/1, recipient of goods, date of invoice 5/1, and date of removal is 6/1. First one. Second one, date of removal is on 7th, invoice is on 8th, recipient of goods 5, and date of receipt of payment is 29th. Come to third one, 8th Feb, 10th Feb, 1st January. The payment is 1 month priorly they have received. Go to the answer. Now, as per this, I'll go to the answer. Date of removal, date of invoice, recipient of goods, date of receipt. Now, time of supply. This is your answer. In your exam also, for the question, you have to copy paste. You have to add one more column. Time of supply. Like this, you have to write your answer. Now, the first case, 6th, 5th, 7th, 19th Feb. You have to go with 5/1/2023. That is date of invoice. Date of invoice is earlier. Compared to all the dates, there is a least date, earlier date. Come to second one. 7th January, 8th January, 5th January, 29th January. Which is the earliest date? 5th January. Recipient of goods is earlier. Take 5th January. Now, 8th Feb, 10th Feb, 1st January. Obviously, which is the earliest date? The 1st January is the earliest date. Hope you are clear. Simple one. Which are earlier, that will be your answer. Now, we have to mention that time of supply, date of invoice, time of supply, date of recipient of goods, time of supply, date of recipient payment. Now, I'll go to the next one. If supplier of goods has received an amount of rupees 1,500 against an invoice rupees 1,100. The invoice price is how much? 1,500. If we receive completely, the date of receipt will be considered as a time. In this, 1,500, but he has received only how much? 1,100. Now, and the date of invoice is of next supply to the said recipient 14.5. Find out the following: time of supply, due date for payment, tax. Simple one. As per this, 1500 is a payment. They made only 1100. There is a shortage of 400. So in this 25/4/2023 will be the date. And the next one, due date of payment is, time of supply is 25/4. Then due date must be 20th 5. So you have to calculate within a month. If time of supply 14/5, then due date must be 20th 6. Hope you are clear. The next month 20th will be your due date. Now, format on time of supply. We did forward charge. Now we are doing which one? Reverse charge. Now, the date of recipient of goods, the date of payment as entered in the books, the date on which the payment is debited, the date immediately following 30 days from the date of issue of invoice. See, this is important. Everywhere is earlier, along with that date immediately following 30 days from the date of issue of invoice. That is also important. Whichever is what? Earlier. Now, in this, you have to read like this. First one, second one, third one, fourth one. I'll go to answer directly because all these informations are available in the answer also. Now, date of invoice, 5th January, 10th January, 15th Jan, 17th Jan. We'll go with 10th January 2003. Why? Because we don't consider date of payment of goods. We consider in this 5, date of invoice. I'll go back to your question. In this, they have not mentioned the date of invoice. The invoice is considered only 30 days from the date of issue of invoice by the supplier. Date of invoice will not be considered. Now, so that's why we have ignored this date of invoice. We checked these 3, 1, 2, 3. Whichever is earlier, we considered. Come to second one. In this, date of invoice we have not considered. Only date of invoice is required to calculate 30 days from the date. Now, 20th, 15th, 17th, which is earlier. 15th is earlier. Again, date of invoice we don't consider. 20th, 17th, 16th. 16th is your answer. Simple one. Date of invoice we don't consider. Only to calculate 30 days we consider. 20th March, 23rd March, 25th March. But date of invoice is what? 5th Feb. Add exactly 30 days. Exactly 30 days means 5 March 23. Now you compare. 5th March is earlier, so we consider 5th March. Hope you are clear. Date of invoice is not a criteria. It is only calculate whether all these dates are within 30 days from the date of invoice. Again, I will repeat, all these dates are within 30 days from this date. If it is not, then this will be your due date or time of supply. Now, format on time of supply as per section. So already I have learned the reverse charge method as well as forward charge method. Now, vouchers exchangeable for goods in, date of issue of voucher. Yeah, this is also very important actually. Vouchers exchangeable for goods, date of issue of voucher. If the supply that it covers is identifiable at that point, date of redemption of the voucher is all other cases. Now, if the supplier are identifiable at that point, time of supply, date of issue of voucher. If the goods are identifiable, then the date will be the issue of voucher. That date will be considered. Second one, if the supplier are not identifiable at that point, time of supply, the date of redemption of voucher. It is a very simple, I'll tell you. If you don't understand, these two concepts are there. What is identifiable? The concept is simple. Now, for example, if I give you voucher of Bata, Bata, you know that what you can buy in Bata? You can buy shoes, wallet and belt you can buy. Other than that, Can you buy laptop in barter? No. Goods are identifiable. Means as soon as I'll give a voucher to you, that day only you know that from this voucher you can buy only shoe, belt and maximum wallet. Clear? Other than that, if I give you voucher of Reliance Smart or some XYZ malls of 5,000 voucher, then what you can do? You can go to that Reliance Smart, you can buy a provisions, yes. You can buy any digital item, yes. You can buy cloth, yes. You can buy shoe, yes. You can buy plastic items, yes. You can buy chocolates, yes. So many options are there. With that voucher, you are not clear that what you will buy at the time of receipt of voucher. You will go to that Reliance, then your mind works that what you should buy. Hope you are clear. The goods are not identified if the voucher is given for mall, Reliance and all. The goods are identifiable if the vouchers are given like Bata, Peter England, Van Hussein, Alan Solly. So that is specific. When you go to that shop, other than clothes, you cannot buy anything in Alan Solly. Hope you are clear. Yes. Now, these are the identifiable, non-identifiable. What is the time? Yes. If the goods are identified like Bata, the date, for example, 1st January, your owner has given you voucher. That day only considered as the time. And if the goods are not identifiable, the day you go to shop, no, that day will be considered as the time of supply. Peter England. So you know the brand Peter England. With this example, we will understand. Peter England is a ready-made payment manufacturer, garment manufacturer issued a voucher 19th January to their prospective customer for enabling them to buy ready-made garments manufactured by them from their shop. Customer purchased ready-made garments on 28th Feb. Now, find out the time of supply. See Peter England, whether it is identifiable or not. Remember, keep the answers ready. I'll go to the answers now. Now, issuing of voucher 19th 1 and the day you bought is 28th 2. Now, time of supply is 19th January. Why? Because they have given Peter England voucher means it is clearly, you know that it is identifiable goods. That is the reason the time or date the voucher is issued, that date will be considered as time of supply. I'll go back to your previous one, the question. Peter England, the voucher when they issued on 19th January, that day itself, you know that you can go and buy some garments. That is the reason the date of issue of voucher should be the time of supply for your answer. Now, once you are done with that, we'll go to next one, Mall of Mysuru. As I told you, the goods or products are not identifiable because when you enter the Mall of Mysuru, you may buy anything which as per your choice. So, that is the reason the voucher is given on 12th February, but you redeemed that voucher on 16th March. So, in case of non-identifiable goods, always the due date or time of supply always should be considered the date the voucher redeemed. As per this, if you go, date of issuing of voucher, it is 12th February and date of redemption of that particular voucher on 16th March 2023. As per this, as per the discussion, the time of supply should be on 12/2/2023 and date of encashment of voucher. Hope you are clear. So this is what your time of supply in case of vouchers. Now we'll come back to this one, time of supply of services. Up to now, we have done time of supply for goods and the next step we'll go for time of supply of services. In this, as per section 13, the supply of services on which supplier is liable to pay tax. So who has to pay tax? Supplier. The reason is very simple. The recipient is not registered under GST. That is the reason the supplier comes under the GST norms. And the second one, receipt of services that is taxable under reverse charge mechanism. Already you have learned what is forward charge mechanism and what is reverse charge mechanism. Based on that, you have to calculate the time of supply. Now, supply of voucher that can be used to pay of services and residual cases. In this, there are two sections are there. No need to remember any sections. Just for your reference, you have to read it once. Services under forward charge, services under reverse charge. We'll go with two kinds of problems. One is under reverse charge, one is under forward charge. Now, format regarding for supply of services. In this, we have total 3 cases. One is date of provisions of services, the when the services provisions created, and the second one, date of recording the payment in the books, and the last one, which the payment is credited. As per your goods, the same rule applies for services also. We'll go with whichever is earlier. Out of these 3, one is services provided, the date in the books it is recorded, and the date the payment is actually received. Out of 3, you are supposed to go with any one out of this. And next one, where time of supply of services under reverse charge. In this, earlier we had 30 days and in this we have 60 days. Date of recording of payment, first one. Date on which payment is debited, second. And the next one, immediate the date of invoice. When the invoice is made, from that date 60 days should be added. Now, we'll go to question number 1. Supply of goods, PQL company provide the following information. In this, 1, 2, 3, 4. In this, we have to read case wise. As I told you, you have to read in the row wise and your answer must be extension of your question. Now, whatever given in the question paper, you have to copy the same thing. You have to add one more column that will be the time of supply. Time of supply. This will be your 15-mark question. Just adding one more column and whatever dates they have given, you have to see whichever is earlier. The earlier date will be considered as time of supply. I'll go to the answer directly so that the same thing is repeated in your answer. Now, calculation of time of supply under GST payable. In this, time of supply of goods 28th January, 9th February, 12th Feb, 9th Feb, and the value of supply is 12 lakh. Now, in this, assume that the value of supply is 12 lakh. We have added the imaginary numbers with this. What is the tax rate? 12%. As you know that the tax rate always split it into 2. One is for state, one is for central. 6% for state and 6% will be central goods and service tax. As per this, when you calculate 12%, the answer will be 1,44,000. Similarly, all the calculation, if it is a 5%, you have to split into 2.5% for state and 2.5% for the central. Similarly, you have to calculate all the calculation. That will be your final answer. Now, in this, once you are done with your calculation, out of these 5 heads, you have to mention that what will be your answer. It may be date of invoice, date of invoice, date of payment, date of invoice, date of payment, date of invoice. If you understand the concept, the same thing can be applied for this particular topic. This is all about your today's session. In today's session, we discussed about your forward charge, reverse charge, and all kinds of calculation regarding time value of money. Thank you.